Hey guys, this is Chris Crazy House, and it looks like the mainstream comic book industry is trying to get back on track with releasing comic books and trying to get them out to their customers. And they're trying in a lot of different ways, whether it be just direct digital or just like delivering directly to the customer somehow, and even going through different distributions other than Diamond. So they've been releasing their new monthly upcoming comic book list. And DC is pretty much just releasing a lot of stuff. They haven't really gone away in my opinion, just because they have a good decent release as far as their digital comics go. But Marvel, they kind of stopped for a while. Now they're trying to release some new stuff, and one of the new things that they're trying to release, uh, or one of the things that they were going to release, the new Wokerriors, is apparently not one of the comics that's going to be coming out. So when they came out with their new release list, that one is noticeably absent, especially since it cost them so much controversy when they released a trailer for it not too long ago. And I just find it very interesting that they just automatically decided to shut down and not release this comic when it was supposed to come out, because it was supposed to come out, if I'm not mistaken, it was supposed to come out this month, and they keep pushing it back. Like originally, I think it was supposed to come out in March. Then they pushed it back to now because of the whole COVID thing. At least they used that as their excuse. And then it was supposed to come out again this month in May, but now it's even pushed back even further now into the summertime, like June or July. So we don't know when we're going to see it, and I don't know if they're trying to do rewrites, or if they're trying to let this thing blow over the controversy of it. And it's not really controversy, it's just the fact that people don't want to read it. People saw the preview of it and just sort of laughed them out of the room. They saw the preview, and if you go to the video about it, it has way more dislikes than any likes it could ever have. The dislikes are just way down. And when I say dislikes, it's not just from people like myself who just don't want to see any whack content like that. It's also coming from people who they are pandering to. That's the funny part. People who they were pandering to read it, which I guess is a lot of young people who are big on social media, or young people who are maybe have different sexual persuasions or different types of relationships. They're pandering to them, but those people don't want to read it either. In fact, they found it very condescending, which is what I told you what was going to happen. When you saw those characters like Snowflake and Safe Space and Trailblazer, like those characters are disrespectful to the demographic they're supposed to be uh, pandering to. Like it didn't even really represent what those people are about. So those people found it disrespectful to do that. It would be like if this was the '70s, and like we know with Snowflake and Safe Space, that'd be like having two black characters during the '70s named like Jive Turkey and Foxy Mama or something like that. It's just as bad. So it's like, why would gay people be attracted, or people in the LGBT movement, why would they be attracted to characters like that? It's just ridiculous, and it doesn't represent who they are. And it's not even, and the people who created it show that they have no respect for those people and were just pandering to them. They weren't really trying to write good characters. They literally just checked off some boxes on like a census form and say, yeah, we need a person that's this color, and a person that has this sexual persuasion, and a person that has this eye color, and a person that has this religion, and that's all it is. And that's their character description. That's not how you do a character write up. That's not how you do a character breakdown. There has to be more to a character than that. You have to come up with what the character's origin, the character's quirks. I remember when we used to do character exercises when I was in art school. We had to develop characters, and our teacher would always throw us like a trick questions to see how well we knew our own characters that we were creating. Like he would ask us questions like, I remember the one I got hit with was, "What did my character eat for breakfast this morning?" Like stuff like that. Like you have to know these things when you create these characters, and it's not just about what race they are, or what uh, what their political persuasion is. Okay, there has to be more to the character than that. Because that even if you do put what race they are and what they might believe in politically, there's still more going on there. There's still more to that character. That you can't just say this is the black character. Because just think about this: with all the black people out there, black people are a very diverse group. We may have the same skin color, but we all have different cultural backgrounds. Even just me being a black person from the tri-state area, being from New Jersey, I'm I have a different background and different upbringing than friends of mine who are from the South. Like I have a good friend from New Orleans, or good friends from California, or good friends from Alabama. That's a whole different upbringing. Even the people that I grew up with, like, or people that I became friends with who are from New York. That's a different upbringing between New York and New Jersey. I mean, we used to kind of jokingly argue about that all the time. That's a different upbringing. But that's what I mean. Like, you have people with different mentalities from different places, even though they're black. It doesn't mean we can't all get along. We all get along just fine, but there's a difference out there. And when you write characters, you have to think about these sorts of things. And it's obvious that people at Marvel didn't think about that when they made these crappy ass, garbage ass characters for the new Warriors. It was pitiful, and people showed them that, and no one wants to read it. So now they're trying to hide their product the same way Cartoon Network did with that Thundercats Roar cartoon. They tried to hide it and tried to release it on the sneak tip. They didn't want to put it out in the great fanfare like they were going to, because the audience responded and said, we don't want to look at this crap. Same thing with this new Warriors. They had great hopes for it at first, but then when they saw their backlash and response for it, they tried to hide it and kind of slide it through. So it'll be released eventually, but it probably won't have the long-term run that it was supposed to have. In fact, it might just be like a mini-series, or they're going to push those characters off to the side very quickly and put the old characters back in there, or might even just go ahead and get a actual comic book writer, someone who can actually write those characters in a better way and get some redesigns done, maybe. And maybe they can kind of fix things and make the comic book more interesting. If you can make a character like, say, Space and Snowflake interesting. So you folks let me know how you feel about it in the comments section. But I knew this was going to happen when I saw the amount of dislikes that the trailer video for New Warriors got. So you guys let me know how you feel about it in the comments section. Anyway, Chris Crazy House signing out. Peace.